Life is back to the way it was before. Now, is there anything else you would like me to ask? Yes, there is. About Fritz. How do I break his curse? Tells Mithras. Much to my astonishment, Sir Mithras begins to laugh. The sound is cruel and so sharp and deadly it cuts through whatever hope had been forming in my heart. You wish to break his curse? Oh, Princess, you should have told me earlier you cared so much about the boy. Perhaps then I would have tailored his curse to your requirements. Poor, upstanding, chivalrous Fritz. In many ways, he was too much of a knight for his father's liking. Oh, wait. I need to turn down this. Because in the last episode... Okay, wait. Yeah, okay, in the last episode, it was really loud to where you could not hear me at all. And I'm so sorry about that, everyone. Ooh, hi. Sir Mithras leans closer to me, so close I can see a crazed gleam in his eyes. Would you like to know why I cursed him, Princess? I remain rooted in place, but not flinching away from Mithras is harder than I would have thought. Sir 𝐴𝐶𝐴 approached his son for help, expecting him to help kill the king and take over the throne, but Fritz refused. Sir 𝐴𝐶𝐴 needed an obedient servant, and Fritz deserved to be punished for stepping out of line. No. And so I removed those memories of 𝐴𝐶𝐴, telling Fritz of his devious plans and gave him the curse. Ooh, okay. Fritz has the Little Red Riding Hood curse. There is, after all, no better servant than the big bad wolf. Okay, so that's his curse. Alright. He has all the power and drive of a predator, but is still so obedient. Wolves are closely related to dogs, after all. And better yet, the big bad wolf will always stay close to the lady he deserves to devour. Ooh, I can feel disgust seething in my stomach. I have created the perfect servant for Sir 𝐴𝐶𝐴. In short, Sir Mithras suddenly reaches out a hand to grab my face by the chin. He forces my head up at a painful angle. Excuse me. There is no breaking his curse, Princess. Not unless Fritz is somehow able to mentally overpower 𝐕𝐲𝐼𝐷. And we all know how formidable 𝐕𝐲𝐼𝐷 is. Sir Mithras releases me. Now put the idea out of your pretty little head. Don't you have everything you've ever wanted? He smiles warily before turning and walking out of the throne room, leaving me alone and trembling. To break the curse, Fritz has to overthrow 𝐕𝐲𝐼𝐷 in his own mind. A sudden cold descends upon me. I wrap my arms around myself and shudder. I turn to look at the king, but he has not moved since my encounter with Sir Mithras. Your Majesty, did I do this to you? Mother, if she were here, she could make sense of it for me. Mother, where are you? I stare at my now trembling hands. This is not what I wanted at all. Princess, we cannot... I am the crowned princess! Which is why we cannot allow you to leave on your own, Your Highness. It is strange to think that just a few months ago, these same men did everything they could to keep me out of the palace. Your Highness, you'll need an escort if you want to leave. I can take care of myself. Oh god, it's you. Back to being a nuisance, I see. Yes, sir. They know who he is. I watch in stunned silence as both soldiers salute to 𝐕𝐲𝐼𝐷. 𝐕𝐲𝐼𝐷 turns to smirk at me. Whoa, what's going on here? The princess wishes to leave the palace to visit the town. Does she now? I can feel 𝐕𝐲𝐼𝐷's eyes on me, but I refuse to look at him. Fine, I will accompany her. But the queen said... The words die in the man's throat as 𝐕𝐲𝐼𝐷 turns the glower at him. His eyes flash with impatience, and it is enough to coax the soldier into silence. Open the gates. Yes, sir. The gates swing open. I rush out, thinking that maybe if I move fast enough, I can lose 𝐕𝐲𝐼𝐷. So what are we here for? Though I tried my hardest to shake him, 𝐕𝐲𝐼𝐷 is still irritatingly close. It is impossible to leave him, Princess. 𝐕𝐲𝐼𝐷 leans out and wraps his fingers around my elbow, pulling me to stop in the shadows of an alleyway. My irritation is immediate, and I look up to glare at him. What are we doing in town? As much as I don't want to agree with those idiot knights, you really should be wandering the streets. My next words are cold and sharp. Why not? Before that was what everyone insisted I do, and now the only thing everyone wants is for me to stay indoors. Varg is silent for a few moments before finally out an expired sigh. Angielle is not what it was, princess. What are you talking about? Varg places his hands on my shoulders and turns me so that I am looking out onto the streets. I'm not overly familiar with the kingdom, but even I can tell that something is off. The shops that had their once colorful display windows are now empty. Their displays are dull or non-existent. The liveliness of the market stalls is all but gone. My gaze is drawn to the bakery shop that Fritz had taken me all those months ago. Its dim windows tell me that it is closed. There are so many different sweets here. Buy whatever you like. Are you certain? Absolutely. I know nothing makes you happier than a good pastry. How do you know that? Well, it's a nice shop to know these sorts of things. Just how much do you know about me? Nothing that anyone else wouldn't know. What's my favorite color? Blue. My favorite flower. Lilies. I told you that these croissants are famous, right? Those are my favorite. I'll get a croissant then. Not a custard Danish? I thought you liked those best. A croissant, of course, right away. An all too familiar ache beats within my chest. Has it been that long since that day? Everything was so vibrant and full of energy back then. This place was so lively and there was music that filled the streets and performances everywhere. But now, so much has changed. It's so silent. And the streets are so empty and the eyes of the people, their eyes are glazed and unseeing, just like the king's. I step forward to get a better look without realizing I am only dimly aware of Varg's hands, which have not moved from my shoulders. What happened? The queen happened. But the people... She can take control and can demand obedience, but she can't force love or loyalty. The people of Angielle are being crushed, princess, and they know who is responsible for it. Varg's voice is hushed, but he still draws stares. I flinch back at the expressions on the people's faces as they look at us. There is fear in their eyes. I instinctively retreat until I fall back into Varg. His hands tighten on my shoulders. They know that you're her daughter. These are the looks they have always given me. This is why they feared me. Abruptly, Varg draws his cape around me, enclosing me in darkness. Ooh. Oh. When light finally filters back into my consciousness, I am facing a completely different street. What did you do? Smoke and mirrors. Things might have gotten out of hand back there, so I got us out. He suddenly releases me and nudges me forward. Can we return to the palace now? I grit my teeth. I still want to see the town. It is impossible to think that the entire place is so changed. How is that possible? Sir Mithor said Mother was out. I really need to see her. It's almost dinner time, princess. Your family will be expecting you. Mother will be expecting me. I should see her at dinner, right? Thinking about everything that has transpired exhausts me. I rub my eyes and sigh. Fine, let us return. Y'all, oh my god. When I enter the dining hall, a familiar figure stands by one of the windows. Okay, oh my god, we're about to meet her mother for the first time. Oh, I have not seen her for 4 years, but she remains unchanged. Standing before me is the only person whose love I have never doubted. Mother! She's so pretty! Oh my goodness! Okay, so she got her hair from her mother. Okay. Her mother's so pretty. Oh my goodness. My dearest one. I move toward her immediately like a moth drawn to a flame. Soon I have my arms wrapped around her in a hug. I do not care that I am crying. Mother, I've missed you so much. And I have missed you. Oh my god. Okay. She's so cute. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe that Mother is indeed alive. I am crying so hard tears blur my eyes and it takes effort to speak. I thought you died. Mother presses a soft, cool hand to my cheek. Her touch is more comforting than I remember. And it is thanks to you that I did not. And I am so proud of you, love. I had thought her warmth would envelop me longer, but Mother is quick to draw away from me. I look up at her in confusion and flinch when I see that her gaze is cold. But I heard you left the palace today. What have I told you about leaving the palace, Lucette? No excuses, you know my feelings on this. But have you truly become so disrespectful while I was absent? Let's not fight. Not tonight. Yes, mother. Come sit. I take my usual chair and stare at the now vacant seats in front of me. There is a heaviness in my chest as I remember who sat in them. Those are Ophelia, Rod, and Emmeline's places, and the king. I turn to look at him and feel my heart falter then sink. Lucette? The king is sitting in his usual seat, but his expression is as vacant as it was earlier. It's nothing. Mother follows my line of sight and frowns. Mithras told me of your request. I had not anticipated that you would require something from him in exchange for reviving me. But no matter, I had no desire to see Alcaster's plans come to fruition. Where is Sir Alcaster? My mother beckons quietly with a wave of her hand, and servants begin to place platters of food on the table. Exiled, there is no place in this kingdom for a snake like him. Oh, okay. Then why is Varg still here? My mother looks at me with knowing eyes as the servants spoon soup into our bowls. You still need a guard, my dear. It is fortuitous of me to retain him considering your actions today. I look down, my mind racing. But enough of these inconsequential notions. We must discuss your training. What? You are the crown princess and you must learn how to be a queen. Eventually, you two shall become the Tinabam bearer. I will show you how to control it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to see that. It wasn't possible for me to think of Mother as a witch. But seeing how she speaks so casually of the Tinabam, considering all that has happened this week, I had no choice but to believe it. Why did you not tell me about the Tinabam, about the witches? Dearest, when you were so young, I wanted to protect you. And it is no matter now, for I am here. I will teach you through practical demonstration. I have always found that to be the most effective way. She looks at me sharply. We will begin by punishing those that cursed you. Oh, okay. Fear and shock immediately flowed through me. What? Punished Parfait and Dolora? They have acted to keep you from me and from your destiny. They must be punished. Don't you wish for revenge on those that have wronged you so? Oh, stay silent, princess. Protest? I do not want revenge. Mother sets her spoon down. Dearest one, need I remind you of how the people of this world will seek to abuse your nature and your position in order to use you? Have you not experienced the selfishness and greed of people firsthand? Oh my god. Okay. So what I've been saying the past 4 routes, well, this is the 4th route, but I guess 3 routes. I've been saying that her mother seems like manipulative. This is the manipulating. Like, this is insane. Were you not cursed by such people? You're right. But Dolora and Parfait, they have been kind to me as well. Mother goes back to eating. Regardless, we shall start your lessons tomorrow. For some reason, my eyes are drawn once more to the king. He has not moved since dinner began. His soup is still untouched. The king is barely conscious. Mother is right here, so close to me, and yet nothing feels right. That's interesting. You will succeed me in all things, my daughter. Mother speaks and my attention snaps back to her. I expect nothing but your full devotion to this task. I mechanically bring a spoon of soup to my mouth and swallow without tasting. Can I really punish anyone? Oh, dearest one. Mother pulls me away from my thoughts. She reaches over and brushes my hair away from my face. Her touch is heartbreakingly familiar. She's right here, but I feel like this is the most distance I have ever been from her. We're never going to be separated again. Oh no. Chapter 8, Uprising. Okay. Oh god. Okay. Oh, her name's Hildyr. Oh wait, yeah, obviously. Lucette, I cannot do this. You are not trying hard enough, but it is almost as if you do not wish to complete your training. Ever since Mother came back, she has been teaching me to use my magic, but her methods are, well, I cannot bring myself to agree with the way she teaches. But this is a little bird no more. This bird is still alive. Woo! It's been trying to escape the dome. It's been trapped under this whole time. Your bleeding heart will be the end of us all, Lucette. Do you feel such turmoil every time you have a meal? Do I need to remind you how many animals are killed on a daily basis just for your meals? But this is different. Why can't Mother see that? All you are doing is removing the air in the dome. This is a lesson about control. How else are we to tell when you are successful without such a barometer? Mother raises her hand and without any apparent effort manipulates the air in the dome. Now you see how simple it is? I stare at the bird's lifeless body inside the dome. Oh god. The sight of it brings back old memories. This happened before and even then I was not able to save the bird's life. I still cannot save anything. Girl, you're fine. And because you hesitated, another bird must be brought in. How many birds will it take, Lucette? I need you to focus, dearest heart. We will continue tomorrow and I expect you to perform as expected. Do you understand? Lucette. I nod my head numbly. Mother opens her arms and beckons me toward her. I reluctantly step toward her so that she can embrace me. There is no more warmth in her embrace. Oh wow, there is nothing. Oh wow. Mother strokes my hair. Before I found the gesture endearing and comforting, but now I feel cold. I do this because I love you, Lucette. You understand, yes? The words I want to say are trapped in my throat. I can't. Mother pulls back, a questioning look in her eyes. Say you love me, darling. Of course I love you. I do love her, but things are different now. I cannot deny who she is or what she can do. Mother sighs heavily before releasing me and turning around. Varg. Door opens and Varg steps inside immediately. He kneels before us. Your Majesty. Take my daughter back to her room, as you command. Varg rises and bows before going to open the door for me. Princess. Good night, Mother. I courtesy and follow Varg out of the throne room. Ever since Fritz disappeared the day I woke up, he has not returned. Oh no, that's bad. The hope that he would return and that Varg would be destroyed is slowly disappearing. Every morning I wake and find Varg standing outside my door. I become more disheartened. I look at Varg's back as he walks in front of me. How am I supposed to bring Fritz back? Varg is only getting stronger each day. At this rate, Fritz will... Adiuva. You know that will not work on me anymore, Princess. Fritz used to come when I said that word, but I no longer see any signs that he hears me. Worried about your night? Let me tell you something that might lift your spirits then. Oh, is he still... He's not God! What? Oh, yay, that's so good! He doesn't think he can afford to lose. He's not giving up control without a fight. Thought you might want to know. Why are you telling me this? You haven't been yourself the past few days, but why do you care? Aww. Varg stops and turns to look at me. He is looking at me the same way Fritz always does, with gentle acceptance. I could almost believe I'm looking at Fritz and at Varg. I've been asking myself the same question. I know these feelings for you aren't my own, and yet feelings for me. I guess his emotions for you were too strong. It's rubbed off on me, and now I'm stuck caring about you too. Varg's expression changes, a subtle sadness creeping into his eyes. Stupid. We both know who you'll choose when the time comes. What? Varg smiles, but it is devoid of any cheer. Oh my god, this game makes it so hard not to choose him. I want Fritz. I want a kiss scene with Fritz. Where is that? I've been waiting for that. We got one with Varg. Can I have one with Fritz now? Please, thank you. He turns around and continues. Wait, can we have Fritz and Varg? Like, can they share control? Like, can we? No, maybe. I don't know. He turns around and continues walking without waiting for me. Hurry up, Princess. The rest of our walk is silent. Oh, God. The night is deep, dark, and gentle, but I cannot find peace or sleep in the all-consuming silence. It has been 2 weeks since Mother's return. I'm gonna turn the music up a little bit, but not much. Yeah. In 2 weeks since I've been able to sleep through the night. Most of my days are spent on Mother's side. When we are patrolling Angielle, she's teaching me how to use the Tenebrae, writing me as her successor. Every day, it only becomes clearer to me that the kingdom is suffering. The people fear and hate us. It is even worse than it was before. Mother is cruel to everyone, even though I've yet to see them do anything wrong. Is this why Father hated her? Ooh. Your Highness, I beg your forgiveness. My child was not watching where he was going. The man's son had wandered out in front of us. The soldiers' horses would have crushed the child if the man hadn't pushed him out of the way. The stop on the road has caused us a delay in our arrival back to the palace. Mother had been out visiting an old friend, a witch. Mother? There was a blinding flash of light as Mother draws a shape in the air. Oh my god! When the light clears, the man has disappeared from in front of us. He is collapsed against the wall of a nearby building. Mother threw him into a building? Let's continue. But Mother, that man isn't moving. I do not think he's breathing. Come along, Lucette. Mother, why did you do that? Man, he... Are you questioning me, Lucette? Mother's gaze is as cold as steel. Her eyes as sharp as a blade. I flinch away from her. You have become soft. The world has changed you while I was sleeping. Do not worry, dearest heart. I will bring you back to what you were, I promise. Oh god, oh god. And aren't we... Wait, no, we broke our curse. Oh no. Mother smiled at me then, the same smile she would always give me when I was a child. I used to be comforted by the sight of it, but now it terrifies me. And the king? I choke down the lump in my throat. He is gone. He speaks, he eats, but he is not here. If it were not clear in his action, it is clear when I look into his eyes. He is right there, and yet I miss him. The frustration makes me restless. I stand up so that I can make my way toward the window and stare outside. I am being ridiculous. Why should I miss him when he has done nothing but been nothing but neglectful? I mean, I have forgotten how he stopped caring about me when he invited his new family into the palace. He treasured them and his kingdom more than he ever loved me. He never valued me. And yet I would give anything to go back to how things had been. The weight on my shoulders and in my heart is overwhelming. The feeling only worsens when I turn my thoughts to another person, Fritz. With a sigh, I lean my forehead against the cold glass of the window. Varg said that Fritz is still fighting, so he must still be in there. How can I help him? Oh god, Fritz? Who? Before I can turn, someone clamps a hand over my mouth. The rest of my words are muffled. Long time no see. Is it Delora? Is that voice? Jurian! Oh my god! That's right, remain calm, princess. Oh my god, hi! Oh my god, have they come to get us? She slowly lowers her hand. I turn around and stare, surprised to see her here in my room. What are you doing here? She smiles and some of the weight in my heart lifts. We're on a rescue mission. Yes! We? Garland! At that moment, a man sidesteps into the doorway, his footsteps cautious and soft. Garland? He does not turn completely, but cranes his neck to give me a soft smile. Glad to see you're safe, princess. I can barely believe that the two of them are standing here. It has been so long. We apologize for being late. We have been trying to get into the palace for the last few months, but a powerful shield has been keeping us from entering. Okay. Lady Parfait could easily destroy it, but it would have meant destroying the palace as well. The last thing we want is to cause panic among the people. Mithras and Varg are crafty. They had been watching over the palace like hawks, and it was difficult to speak with Prince Rai when he was being watched around the clock. We needed more time to make sure our rescue mission would not fail. Then how did you find a way inside? Lady Parfait managed to find a weak spot in the shield, but it's thin and only allows a few people into the palace at one time. Garland and I know this place better than anyone. That's why we're here to rescue you. Delora and Lady Parfait wanted to come, but the shield easily detects witches and fairies, but they're waiting for us at the March of Princess. Okay, let's go. Why are we still here? Was I meant to escape with Rod and Emmeline before? Yes, that was the only other plan we had, though it didn't go as expected when someone caught whiff of their plans and sent Varg out to kill them. So they tried to save me before and failed. You are not supposed to be here. Why did you come for me? Oh. Wait, why did you come for me? They look at me, their expressions baffled. What? I cross my arms as I look at them. Why would you rescue someone you hate? Princess. Of course we come for you. You're part of the Marchand after all. What? Jurian looks at me seriously. Let's go. Jurian heads toward the door, but stops when she notices that I'm not following her. Coming, princess? How can the Marchand take me back after everything I've said and done? How could the Marchand accept me back? Do they even want me to return? I only realized I had spoken aloud when Jurian answers me. Princess, we wouldn't be here if that wasn't the case. Aww, we had to leave now. We're running out of time. I can think about this later. Yes, come on. You gotta wait it together. We need to go. I nod and follow them out of my room. Alright, come on. We gotta go. Jurian leads the way and I follow her after her. Garland brings up the rear and his eyes flare as he constantly surveys our surroundings. Oh my god, I don't like this. I don't think it's gonna end, girl. I don't think this is gonna end good. I don't think it is. The night around us is cold and still, but the quiet only makes me more anxious. Varg usually appears in situations like this. Is he not here? And I feel so useless having to be rescued like this. Garland reaches out to place a hand on my shoulder. We're almost out. I nod, not trusting my own voice. Shh. Garland stands at attention as we continue slowly moving forward. Eventually, a figure moves to block our path. And what is this? Is it Mithras? Who is it? It's not Varg. I cannot move. Jerry and Garland, however, already have their swords out. The deadly metal glitters in the gray glow of the moon. Oh, it is Mithras. Okay. And here I thought the fairy had given up. Mithras. Her voice is a low growl. It is so full of malice, it makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand on end. Let us pass. And if I did, where would you be taking the princess? Jurian's shoulders tense. Garland glares at Mithras from behind her. I could lie, but it would also be easier to just kill you. No, you're as bloodthirsty as ever. But unfortunately, I cannot let your mischief continue. Sir Mithras had just begun to raise his hand when Jurian darts forward, her sword gleaming as she raises it to slice at his arm. Sir Mithras howls, falling hard to the ground as he curls in on himself to cradle his injury. Go, quickly! Oh my god. The remaining quiet is all but shattered as we run away from Mithras. Though he is in pain, I can still hear his voice call out from behind us. Do not think this will be so easy, princess. Oh god. I ignore him and keep running, not daring to look back. We've been running for a while now. My legs are beginning to go numb. Damn. Only a little longer, princess, and we'll be out. You're doing well. I can do no more than nod as I force myself to keep running. I am pathetic. No, you're not! Stop saying that. I am slowing them down so much. There, I can see the exit. Watch out. Oh god. Varg's here. Oh god. Okay. Alright. Jurian falls back to evade the explosion and bumps into me in the process. Moments later, however, she is once again standing at the ready with her sword. God, dude. Oh my god. I hope no one dies. Garland sets his hands firmly on my shoulders to help me regain my balance. What was that? A familiar face emerges from the smoke, her expression cold. Oh god, I thought it was Delora, but it's... Oh, shoot. Lucette? Mother. Oh my god. Oh no. I didn't want to believe Mithras, but here you are. Princess, get back. Mother turns to face Jurian and Garland, her expression full of contempt. I remember you, Jurian Valiente. And you as well, Garland Belrot. I thought I was rid of Alcaster's pests. We did not work for Sir Alcaster. No, you and your pet have changed allegiances, haven't you? Not alliances. What? What did you call him? The smile on Mother's face is bright and cruel. It sends chills trailing down my spine. Is that not what he is? Oh. Mother casually waves a hand at Garland, who remains quiet. He follows you around like a lost puppy. He is so desperate for a scrap of affection that he would do anything for you, regardless of his own pride. It is admirable how well he knows his commands. Stop it. Come, Garland. Sit, Garland. Good boy, Garland. Shut up. Wait. Jurian, don't. But his words come too late. Jurian rushes forward, her body nothing but a blur, her teeth bared in savage hatred. Oh no. Jurian is fast, but Mother is faster. She raises her hand and sends Jurian back with a terrible flash of light as Garland catches her. And you defend his honor as if he were some poor maiden. How pathetic. Garland's voice is soft as he studies Jurian. Jurian, please. She's just trying to get a rise out of you. I know that. Jurian throws his hands off, a murderous look in her eyes as she glares at Mother. Mother remains in the same place, smiling that terrible smile of hers. She is amused by this, nothing more. Oh. Get the princess out of here, Garland. What are you saying? I'm not leaving you here. Excuse me? Once she's safe, come back for me. You're gonna be dead. Are you serious? Jurian finally tries to look at him, a soft smile on her face. Trust me, Lon. Oh. There was a long moment of silence as the two gazed at each other, and spoken words passed between them, and eventually Garland caves. Alright. Both of them tighten their grips on their swords. This is not gonna end good. Are you done? Mother hasn't moved, but her presence in the small tunnel is overwhelming. Her magic smothers the very air. Oh my god, Jurian, please don't die, please. Jurian sinks into a stance, her body loose and poised, seemingly unperturbed. Ready when you are. Mother does not attack. Instead, she turns to face me with one graceful movement. Lucette, stop this nonsense. This is not the time for games. Be a good girl and go back to your room. Oh god. Stand your ground or reason with her. I don't know. Stand your ground. Dearest one? I stand resolute and take strength from Garland's steady presence behind me. What Mother is doing is wrong. What she wants isn't right and has never been right. What she's done to the king? What she's done to Angielle? How am I meant to look at her the same way? My voice is quiet when I finally speak. No. What? I take a deep breath and look her in the eyes. No, I will not return to my room. Mother's expression is unexpectedly calm as she looks at me. My own daughter would choose these traitors and liars over me? Is my love so inconsequential to you? Has she ever truly loved me? Mother, if your love is what love is meant to be, I do not want it. Mother is not who I thought she was. When I look at her now, all I can see is what she truly is. Evil. Oh god, okay, we realized it. Clearly you have become corrupted during my absence. I suppose it must be the work of the infernal fairies. Never mind. Once I have destroyed each and every one of them, you will return to me, my daughter. Why don't you just kill us? I mean, what the hell? She raises her hand and light curls around her fingers. But before she can cast her spell, Jurian is at my mother's side. Oh. Jurian's sword glints as it slices through air and then through Mother's clothes. Go. Oh my god, Princess, come on. But Jurian, if we leave her alone. Oh my god. Garland pulls me away from my mother as Jurian and their battle begins. I hear the dull clatter of metal as we run and can see the flashes of light as we escape back the way we came. Oh no, Garland. We have not gotten far when I forced Garland to a stop. Garland! It was only when I grab his shoulder that he stops and turns to look at me. Princess, we cannot leave her there. Maybe I convince Mother to let her go. You really think you can convince that witch? I can try. My job is to keep you safe. Mother has all the power of the crystal and tenor at her disposal. I force myself to say it. Jurian will not last long. Garland, you have to know this too. Jurian must know as well. Garland's jaw hardens and he stares at me, not truly looking at me but through me. Garland, please. We cannot let Jurian die. Not when we might be able to do something about it. Garland stares at the ground, his expression conflicted. I know he cares for her, and that is why he must go back for her. Garland closes his eyes briefly. When he opens them, I know he's made his decision. Okay, we're going back. When we return, the scene is very different. Blood splatters the tunnel walls. Oh my god, Jurian is on her knees. Bent forward, her face away from us. My mother is nowhere to be seen. Jurian. Garland is suddenly in front of me, mindlessly racing toward Jurian. Jurian! All at once, she seems to come alive. She gasps for breath and coughs. Garland, what are you doing here? I told you to. Her voice wavers as Garland crouches down in front of her. Oh my god. He folds himself around her, pulls her gently to his chest. His eyes are shut tight as he buries his face in her hair. Jurian chokes back a sob as she reaches up to hold him tightly. I exhale in relief. Both of them are alive and safe. You idiot, I told you to get her out. The princess gave me permission to disobey an order. He lifts his head to smile back at me. She outranks you, Jurian, at least as far as titles are concerned. Garland slowly guides her to her feet. What happened? The queen disappeared and I... Oh no. Jurian suddenly stops. We hear at the same time a terrible ripping sound like the air itself is being torn. Oh no. I see the slither of shadows and a natural light in the darkness. It's Varg. And slowly I realize what is happening. My panicky mind is only able to process everything that happens in slow motion. She's back! Oh no, no, no. Mother appears behind Jury and posed to strike. No, 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 no. I see the horror in Garland's eyes and acceptance and determination. I try to cry a warning, anything, but I can barely breathe. Oh my god. No, what do you mean? Garland pushes Julian toward me and out of the way as he rushes my mother. Oh my god. At the same time, Garland pushes forward. Mother holds out her hand. It takes only a single heartbeat for her to plunge it into Garland's chest. You bitch! Garland! Oh my god, she just killed him! What a loyal pet, giving your life for hers. Oh my god. Garland's face crumples in on itself. Even from where I am, I can hear Mother twist her hand inside him. And how sad. Oh my god. Mother wrenches her bloody hand out and Garland falls to the ground. You fool. You didn't even tell her that you loved her. Oh, you. Jurian runs at my mother, a desperate cry of grief and rage escaping from her. Jurian, no! She's too weak from her own injury. She can barely hold up her sword. No, this cannot be happening. I am unable to speak or move as Jurian rushes toward her own death. But Mother simply sidesteps her, expression disinterested as Jurian falls to her knees. I was kind enough to kill him slowly for you, so you could say your goodbyes. Mother turns to face me. The blood drips from her hand down to her dress where it congeals and oozes like black tar. Do you understand now, dearest one? This is what you have made me do. You cannot blame that on us, so shut up. This is what I must do now to all those who have corrupted you. You were the one who forced my hand. Do not forget that. Oh my god. For a moment, the air in the tunnel disappears and a terrible silence fills the darkness. By the time the air comes rushing back into my starved lungs, Mother is gone. The tunnel is empty, lights flicker in the aftermath of her disappearance. The only thing I can hear, apart from the rushing of blood in my ears, is Jurian's sobs. Garland, no! I make my way slowly toward her. It is like wading slowly through murky water. What just happened? Oh my gosh. I am so sorry for cussing y'all. Like, oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Woo. Okay, Jurian is leaning over Garland and has his head on her lap. He is still breathing. Perfect can help him. When I crouch down, I can see the open wound Mother left behind. I swallow down the bile that rises into my throat along with any of my words of comfort. Magic cannot fix this. Garland, please. No, he's gonna die. I get down on my knees beside Jurian. This is my fault. Don't cry. Garland. He smiles at her. It is a genuine smile that breaks my heart. Jurian shakes her head. No, Garland, you can't. Jurian, I love... No. His voice trails off as he closes his eyes, his breathing becoming more labored. He gasps one last time before his body stills completely. Garland? Garland! I bite down on my tongue and bow my head as Jurian howls our loss into the silence of the blood-soaked tunnel. We spend some time with Garland in the tunnel. Jurian shakes with silent sobs as she grips his still body. Oh my god! But eventually, Jurian gently removes Garland from her lap as she stands up. She takes his sword as he presses her hand to his face one last time. Then she turns and walks away from Garland's body with his sword clutched tightly in one hand. She grips her sword in the other. No way. It takes all that I have to keep up with her. Jurian, this is all my... Not now. Her voice is quiet and all the more disturbing for it. This is all my fault. Lucette, Jurian, Waltz? Waltz? What is he doing here? Oh my god. Waltz comes running up to us, his eyebrows creased with worry. I've been waiting for so long. I was about to... He pauses, his eyes flickering to the swords in Jurian's hands. Why do you have Garland's sword? Waltz's face pales. Where is he? Gone. What? Garland is gone. Her hands tighten on the sword she holds. For a few moments, her shoulders slouch, but then she turns away abruptly and continues walking. Let's go. Wolf turns to me. They said it was going to be a simple in and out, so I let them go alone. No, you are stupid. You should have gone with them. What happened in there? What do I say? It was my fault. I'm just gonna